Kevin Brierton here, Caliber Home Loans Certified Mortgage Planning Specialist. Wanted to come to you today to talk about the Federal Reserve news and the meeting they had this week. Based on the meeting, they have come to the conclusion that they want to almost certainly raise rates, the Fed funds rate more specifically, in March. So they talk about probably raising this benchmark rate over about 3 times throughout the year in 2022. Powell also emphasized that talked about this repeatedly about how the labor market's strong and he doesn't see any reason to hold off on raising rates due to the labor market. He also emphasized that the economy is also far stronger than it was in 2015. So that was the last cycle of raising rates. And he looks at it a lot stronger now than it was back then. He also sounded very concerned about the high rates of inflation and what it could due to the poor and also the labor markets and what that's going to happen and what downside of that over time. The inflation really could be really devastating to the poor and the labor market overall over the long term. He promised though to be nimble and humble on this. So I understand that they're trying to go at this as easy as possible so it doesn't mess up the other stock market and other markets too. So they're trying to inch this up, but do it the right way. In other news too, in 2022, rates or for the conventional loan limits have gone up for conventional and FHA. So for FHA, we had a big jump up to 420, 860 in most counties. Some counties go all the way up to 970, 800. So in a higher dollar areas. In Arizona, we actually finally bumped up above the base amount and we're sitting around 440 right now. So you can qualify for a great FHA program with very little down, with 3.5% down for it. Conventional limits went up to 647, 250. So that's the base amount. And in some areas, depending on higher priced areas, can go all the way up to 970, 800 for conventional loans. Nice thing about that really quick is conventional loans and FHA allow more financing options and a little bit more easy to qualify for and less documentation than, let's say, jumbo products. But there's a lot of other options out there outside of these programs. But this is the majority of where the program, a lot of financing is done through FHA and conventional. The other thing that's up this year is rents. Rents continue to persist. Increasing and an increasing problem as well for a lot of people looking to obtain housing. If they don't own a home, they got to rent or they got to live with family. So it's important to have affordable rents, and rents just, unfortunately, there's just not enough housing for the rental market to be where it needs to be at, really. So we've seen different reports, rents up anywhere from 9% to 12%, depending on what reports you look at. We're seeing it here that we can actually get people into housing a lot of times with very low down payments or no down payments, very comparable to what they can rent a house for. So that's something that we're looking at. One of the things that we just had a win on today was a family wanted to buy a property for their elderly parents and try to put as low down payment as possible. So the option is through a conventional loan, you can actually buy an elderly parent a home with as little as 5% down, and the interest rate that you end up getting is based on a primary residence rate, which is very important because it's a little bit better rate than either a second home or investment home, and of course a lower down payment as well. So that's a great solution for people that want to provide housing for their elderly parents if maybe rents are too high or housing prices have become a little outside of their reach for qualifying. There are some stipulations around that qualifying piece. We do have to verify that they can't qualify, but it's a great way to help out elderly parents to qualify. So have an awesome Saturday. Just want to come to you guys with a quick video. If you like this, please like, share, comment below, and we'll see you next week. Okay, take care. Bye.